Alright Tankers, my name's Mad Friday and welcome back to another new player's guide, and today we're going to be talking about awareness, or as I call it, Jedi Mind tricks. If you're a good player, you can kill tanks quickly, you can do a lot of damage. That does not mean your win percentage is going to be much more than somebody who can't kill tanks. And the main reason for that is it's not all to do, this game is not all to do with just killing tanks, unless you're on a team deathmatch game mode, which then you could say it is more to do with just killing tanks. But in any other game mode, there's the cap in play. And that changes things a bit from the team deathmatch game mode. It gives you extra sort of avenues in your mind you need to be thinking about, and just more tactical decisions you need to be thinking about as well. Right, so as you saw there, one of our guys is capping. So we're ahead on the cap, but we're not ahead on tanks. So it's actually a good idea for him to cap. He went out and went back in for some reason, and then immediately afterwards the enemy team started to cap. So now I look straight at the map. Is there any of our team near enough to go defend? And the answer is there is tanks nearer than me, but they're engaged with enemy tanks, and for them to leave and go and reset will expose them and leave the rest of the friendlies that are there fighting with less backup, so they might die. So I'm in a fast medium tank on full health, so I'll make my way straight back. I'm going to get there in time. There's only one in the cap at the minute, although I don't know who it is, and I mess up my approach. I came in from an area where there's no bushes to cover my approach. I should have gone further up, used the bushes to hopefully get a spot and get a reset without getting spotted before I've done the reset. Right, so I'm nearly there. I push in, I spot a tank. It's an M103. That's not good. That's a tier 9, but he's not in the cap yet. I was slow to realise it's a T54E1 in the cap. I repaired my tracks because I didn't realise it was an autoloader. I was dead in that situation anyway, but I managed to get a roundaway and I reset the T54E1 who had all of the cap points. So now it's time for me just to sit back and see if our guy in the cap, who's on his own but still has more cap points than the enemy 2 tier 9s who have gone to cap. Why they would do that, I don't know. They could have won this game easily by turning around and going killing all of our guys. But anyway, that's by the by. So by getting that reset in, we are going to win by 7 seconds. You can see it's taken a long time to tick up because we killed one of the enemy's team in the cap period, which extends the grace period by 5 seconds. So we only won that game by 7 seconds on the cap. In that T54E1, by the time I got there, he had well over a third of the cap points required to cap the game out. So if I didn't reset him there, we would have lost by cap. And by winning the game, I gave away my whole tank, all of my health, but by winning the game, I got myself more base experience than I would have done if we lost. Still not a huge amount here because a lot of my shots were sniping shots, but still, it speeds up my grind on this tank. So just by using the map, look at what's going on, knowing it's only me that can reset, managed to pick up a win there, but should have been a loss. Right, next game then, I'm out in the Foch, the tier 9 French TD. This was a very, very heavily tier 10 game, and as you can see from my results ribbons on the right, I've not done a huge amount for the team yet, until I was able to flank, get down into where their TDs would normally be sniping from, and get some side shots into their heavies. Right, so look at the scores. We are 7-2 up. So you'd think this would be easy, right? 2 tanks left, 7 of us, 2.5 minutes to the game gone. Well, the mouse is on top of the hill at G0, miles over there, and the waffle is down in the dip at about A7, A8. And we all know what waffles do to tanks, and we know just what sort of punishment a mouse can take without taking any damage. So I do the right thing for the team here. I jump in the cap. I give us a guaranteed way to win, even if we can't take out those 2 tanks. Right, so I just sit here now. The mouse has been spotted on the map. He's pushing forward, so he's not going to be a drama. We've got a couple of heavies going in on the waffle. There he is, he's been spotted, and that's what waffles do to heavies. They kill them. So now we're down to 5 tanks on 2. So at this point I was thinking, yep, I've made the right decision. I've not done a huge amount for my team. but by being here I'll give us a guaranteed way out. And there we go, the mouse kills the guy that side. So now it's 4 on 2, one of them being a light tank, so a light tank isn't going to do much against the mouse unless he's very lucky. So effectively we have 3 tanks fighting 2 tier 10s. And the Waffle, I've only seen him fire 1 shot so far, and he can 3-shot me. So he's definitely got enough left in the clip. Minute of the game left. The Waffle's on the move. Here he comes. He knows what he's got to do. Can't see me yet. Deploy my camo net, and I sit here. And I try and pluck up the courage just to sit here, but he spots me. He's not looking at me at the minute. Yeah, he takes a round. Now he starts to turn his turret, and he's going to look for me in a second. But there we go. Basic flag captured. Game 1 with 20 seconds left on the clock, even though I didn't do much for the team. So there we go. I managed to pull out a win there, which should have been a draw really. If that Waffle would have come over earlier, or the wreck of that artillery wasn't there, I was dead. I was brown bread, and that would have been probably a draw, maybe even a defeat if it had gone slightly better for the enemy team. Well, there we go, guys. Hope you can see now how using Jedi Mind tricks can increase your win rate. It's not all about doing damage and killing tanks. Well, there we go. Give it a like if you did, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.